Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Hallow Season review. Today I am reviewing Wrath of Fire Mountain. This is a fantastic, fun new game. It is published by Gamewright. Great production quality. We'll be taking a look at all the components. We'll be talking about the gameplay, the game design. This is designed by Phil Walker Harding. Designers Sushi Go, Imhotep, Silver and Gold. Some really great games. Been putting out quite a bit of content. Eric M. Lang, designer of Blood Rage. I feel like I can see both designers within this game, which is really cool. But let's go ahead and take a look. It is for 2 to 4 players, and it takes about 30 minutes to play. It's very quick, very simple type game. Great to play in families. It has kind of a similar feel of like Forbidden Island, in the sense of, you have tiles, it comes in this tin, and I just think like age-wise, so obviously Forbidden Island is a cooperative game. This is a competitive game, but I feel like it's, a similar kind of audience. Whereas Forbidden Island, yes, it's very family friendly and kids can play, but you can also have a lot of fun and strategy and just having a lot of good time with that in adult groups as well, I believe. That's similar here, I think. So, and it's got a lot going on in this little game. But let's go ahead and start with the production quality of this. Obviously, this is Gamewright, right? If you're familiar with Gamewright, they just do a great job. Some people don't like these tins, but I tell you what, a seemingly small improvement to this is you'll notice this lid on the tin. It does not have, so like the old Forbidden Island, it comes over and then has like a lip that sticks out. It makes it hard, like stacking the game or putting it on its side, different things like that. Amazing. This lid for this tin, this is how all tin games should be. So great production quality. It looks fantastic. It's got that 3D feel to it. Easily comes off. And I love the packaging of this and the tin version. The rule set, great rule set. It has a lot of illustrations, very clearly shows the setup. It's variable point kind of targets for different players. Otherwise, everything's really pretty much the same for setup. They have an initial setup that's suggested for your first game, but after that, you can shuffle these tiles up and have it be random. So a lot of variability there. There's 8 dinosaurs in here, 8 different dinosaurs that you can play with, and you play with 4 at a time. So again, more variability that goes with this. There's 2 figurines, 2 dinosaur figurines of each of the different types. You have 2 of them. Throughout the game, people can acquire them, put these little rings on there, talk about that. But yeah, the rules is great. Goes through all the actions. It's very straightforward. Area controls for scoring. You also have scoring a majority for the volcano for most cave people on there. That also, whoever has the most cave people on the volcano gets to shift the play area and move the tiles around. So you got kind of that labyrinth, I feel like is that first, labyrinth moving tiles around. The dinosaurs, oh man, these are great, right? You have some great special, unique powers with the dinosaurs. And my only hit against this game is that the Titanosaur and the Brontosaurus are similar. They're big dinosaurs with long necks. They're both facing different directions, and you can tell them apart. But I kind of wish there would have been like something else. And I'll tell you what I was hoping for. And who knows, maybe there will be an expansion or like a future version with some more dinos to play with. I don't know. But let's show you some of these. So like the Titanosaur, it is ginormous, right? So you get an extra die, which is really, really cool. Everyone rolls 5 dice. If you get the Titanosaur, then you get to roll 6 dice. And if you get both Titanosaurs, then you get to roll 2 extra dice each turn, which is awesome. The Brontosaurus, it counts as 3 pieces when scoring those grids, which is really a big deal, right? An example here, they're scoring this green area. It's going to be worth 2 points. It's made up of 2 tiles. Well, the blue owns it, and so they have 2 people, but with that Brontosaurus, that is actually +3. So they have 5. They're going to beat out purple for that space. You have the Stegosaurus. The Stegosaurus is pretty cool. It can actually be placed on the volcano. Usually only your people can go on there. But you can always cause a tremor or move the board around, even if you don't have the majority of, they call them worshipers, the people on the volcano. So it can be placed on the map as normal as well. But it gives you more control over the board moving and the moving of the board. The Ankylosaur, this is cool. If you absolutely win the region, no tie, because usually in this game, if you have ties, both people are going to score. But if you have the majority, you're going to get 2 more bonus points. So that's a pretty big deal. Let's go ahead and show you the Pteranodon. Pretty great flying dinosaur. So he's got a lot of movement. So usually you're moving just orthogonally adjacent. The number of spaces rolled on the die. Here, with 1 movement, you can move around the board very quickly. You have the Plesiosaur, the water dinosaur here. So normally you can move through water tiles, but you can't land on them with anything other than these tiles. So controlling the water, very cool. You see the eggs next to the names here are the cost. So these are 2 cost. They're vary. The Triceratops. Oh, I love the Triceratops because it makes all cave people ignored for scoring, including your own. So all that matters is the dinosaurs. Very cool piece. The Tyrannosaurus, very cool as well. Each time it moves into a space, it basically eats one of the people. Can't eat dinosaurs, but it can stomp around the field, taking people off, which is really cool. Components inside, everything fits in the tin really well, including the rule book. So thank you, Gamewright, for, again, just great production quality. Everything just is great. So you got the scoring here, and the targets are on the board depending on the player count. You have a place, and the iconography, the nod. Yes, this is where you're going to put your people. If you roll eggs to buy the dinosaurs, it just works really extremely well. We got the volcano piece in here. Some really great, high quality, very sturdy plastic piece here. Depending on the player count, you're going to have a certain number of spaces. So for this is for 4 players. You're going to have all the spaces there. You'd put that over that. Say you're only going to have 2 player. You can add that. You'll see it has significantly less spaces to help the game move along for that player count. So you have one for 2, 3, and 4 players to go on that. The cards fit in here. It's very, the player powers I think are very straightforward. They're very well done. You got some great illustrations. You have all the tiles that fit in here. And then underneath the tiles themselves, you have the storage of the dice. The dice, just great quality, kind of recessed in there, right? With the painted color. So not printed, just really, really nice, high quality dice. I love the colors pop with that. You got the tiles here, great illustrations, nice thickness on those tiles. Just very sturdy, great, great looking tiles. The pieces, the dino pieces, your people, it's got some great detail on them. You look at all our dinosaurs here. They look great. And honestly, so like these little rings are gonna fit on the bottom of these dinos. And I tell you what, I was very pleasantly surprised at how well they work. You got your little cave people. There's kind of two different kinds here. One with like a spear. Oh, I guess they both have spears, but different kind of, or torch. So a torch. One's holding a spear. There's no difference, so they're all the same as far as like they don't have any special unique abilities. But you have 4 rings, so each person can get up to 4 dinosaurs. You can have 2 of the same. But they're limited, so there's only 2 of each of the types of dinosaurs that you're playing with. So you kind of a race to which ones you want. So you're kind of hoping for those eggs early. But you got some great colors, and yeah, those rings just work extremely well. They go on the dinosaurs easily, they come off the dinosaurs easily, but they don't fall off. Like I'm kind of amazed at how well they work out. So yeah, that is Wrath of Fire Mountain. Great game, lots of fun, great production quality. I think they knocked it out of the park with this one. So yeah, the only thing, like I love the gameplay, and I think it's great for, kids as well as adults as well, if you like those mechanics. Again, you're going to have some dice rolling, so there's some luck involved there. But yeah, it is just a really excellent game. We've really enjoyed this one. Definitely check this one out. I think you will enjoy it as well. It's got all those great elements of a family game where it's easy to learn, to play. It's got dinosaurs. And it's very simple scoring, but then you have the variability of like the different dinosaurs and how that changes the layout of, initial start, plus, controlling that volcano to move that board around to really take advantage of that. And your opponent's getting these different types of dinosaurs. How are you going to combat that, right? How are you going to kind of strategize around that now that they have a Tyrannosaurus? Maybe, well, I just really want to get as many dinosaurs as I can on the board as quick as I can, so that I'm not dealing with the Tyrannosaurus eating my people. Or yeah, now there's the Stegosaur out there as well. I really need to kind of watch that. Or if they are going for an area, can you make their area smaller by, having the majority of the volcano and shifting things around? So there's a lot that you can do in this little game. But that is Wrath of Fire Mountain. Very fun. That is how Lou sees it.